The coronavirus pandemic has often been compared to the Spanish flu outbreak that killed tens of millions of people around the globe starting in 1918. There are solemn, stone reminders of the deadly toll that pandemic took in Sioux Falls more than a century ago. Perry GROTEN visits the city's oldest cemetery for this look back on pandemics past in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND.
Mount Pleasant Cemetery isn't just a final resting place for the earliest residents of Sioux Falls. It's also a piece of living history for the people whose ancestors are buried here.
We just think it's a very special place. It was way out in the country when they were close enough to walk and stuff when they started it, and now it's surrounded by the city. A lot of people do not know this exists and how pretty it is in here.
This hidden gem, located in the heart of the city, is yielding secrets from the past about the people buried here.
Meningitis, pneumonia is a big killer in the early days because that was ultimately almost fatal all the time when you got pneumonia.
This interment record, dating back to the earliest days of the cemetery, provides a rare look at the harsh realities of frontier life.
Here's when somebody was killed by a horse falling on him.
Mount Pleasant traces its beginnings way back to 1873, long before South Dakota was even a state. For decades, it was Sioux Falls' only cemetery. Sadly, many of its first burials were children, victims of childhood diseases that had no vaccines at the time. Parents also mourned the deaths of newborns when complications from childbirth often ended in tragedy.
Of course, the death rate for infants at that time was about 1 out of 3. And those deaths were so common and so frequent that many times the parents, if the child died at childbirth or shortly thereafter, the parents weren't even involved in the burial at all. The funeral director would just take the body and take it out and do a burial.
Many of Mount Pleasant's burials also include victims of a typhoid fever outbreak in Sioux Falls back in the mid-1880s.
C.S. Bowen was the first victim. He was in his late 30s, and that because the town well was contaminated, apparently, and it seems, as the story goes, the town fathers knew that it was, and they told everybody, go ahead and drink out of it. So they did, and then we got all those typhoid deaths.
The Spanish flu pandemic of 1918 took a deadly toll in Sioux Falls, claiming victims in the prime of life.
Most of these deaths are in the age group from 16 to 30. Most are in their 20s that are in here, 20, 28, 24. So it did affect the young.
Those past outbreaks from so long ago that claimed so many lives here in the Sioux Falls area show just how much times have changed compared to the pandemic we're dealing with today.
You know, they didn't have the communications that they do today. There wasn't social distancing. You know, people didn't understand the whole thing as much.
As the community faces a new pandemic, Mount Pleasant is a serene reminder that those who came before us also faced life-threatening diseases. They grieved, they buried their loved ones, and accepted that death can bring about a new appreciation of life.
So people just dealt with it as they, as a daily event, another occurrence, and then they got up and they went on.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Perry GROTEN.
Mount Pleasant is updating its website to include multiple languages as a way to reach out to immigrant families in the city. You can learn more about the cemetery's history, including the famous local names who were involved in getting the cemetery off the ground, by going to this report at KELOLAND.com.